we go together real bad. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you're new, what's poppin'? This is part 2 of a 2-part series where I decide what fragrances go with specific songs off the Renaissance album, because each song is a specifically curated vibe, and I feel like there are fragrances that definitely have a specifically curated vibe, and I'm just here to share my thoughts with you all. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So we left off with Plastic Off the Sofa, which I mistakenly called Plastic Off the Couch. I'm sorry y'all, I'm black. We call it a couch. We call it a couch, or at least maybe that's a West Coast thing. I don't know, but it's a couch to me. Y'all still call it sofa in the South? I don't know. So the next song after that is Virgo's Groove, and it is a very disco-esque type of song. So for that, I chose Chloe Nomad Eau de Toilette. This just felt like the perfect fragrance for that song. It's just such a nice earthy but elevated earthy type of fragrance, and the song just is very reminiscent of disco times, lightweight hippie vibes. So that's kind of what you get with this. It's been called an elevated hippie scent, and I honestly agree. It is super earthy because that oak moss in it, but something in there is a little more elevated. Those florals are just very nice. It's a nicely blended fragrance, and it honestly smells lightweight expensive. So this just went perfectly with Virgo's Groove and that disco carefree vibe, y'all. That's Chloe Nomad. So the next song up is Move, okay? Get Out the Way. And immediately I already knew that it was gonna be Cartier's Panther. So this fragrance, which I also mentioned in my most unique fragrances, is very animalic. So something about this fragrance is like, get up out my way. Like, I'm here with a mission. I'm here on a mission. It has like a very aggressive tone to it, but not in a bad way, not in a stank way, you know what I mean? But in a very like, I'm here to do what I gotta do, and I don't need no interruptions. I don't need no distractions. I need you to get up on my way, because I'm here to get to where I'm trying to go and do what I need to do. So that's what this fragrance gave me. It has a leather note. It is a floral fresh fragrance with citruses, but that heart note, like, it gives very much like musky leather, which when it's paired with the florals and the citruses, it's just a very animalic musk, and it's very commanding. It's a very commanding fragrance in a good way. And even the second part of the song where it goes into a softer flow, I feel like this even matches that, because also this is nice enough, being that it is a fresh floral scent, to really kind of have that breezy type of like, it still move out the way, but I'm still, you know, entering into a different vibe. I'm transitioning, because y'all know Beyoncé did her things on them transitions. Y'all know she did. Y'all know she did. The next song, oh my gosh, is one of my favorite songs. I also love Move. Forgot to mention that. Love Move. Another song that I really love off the album is Heated, and it's produced by my boyfriend. Some of y'all know him as Drake. No, we're not together, but we're together. So yeah, we go together real bad. So that song just gives me vacation vibe. It's like I'm on a boat, it's sunny, it's very playful. It's such a vacation anthem. Like, I just imagine being on a tropical vacation, and what better scent than Dolce Garden. This fragrance is a tropical vacation in a bottle. Although it is named garden, it's not your typical backyard garden. It is a tropical garden. It is a garden with different tropical fruits. It smells like coconut. It has a sunscreeny vibe to it, but not too in your face. It smells like a very warm pina colada. It's not, you know, exactly spot on, but it is super tropical, like a nice pina colada. Very warm, sweet, like such a cute vacation fragrance. And I even wear this in my day-to-day in the summer because I want to feel like I'm on vacation even when I'm not on vacation. Okay, I'm trying to escape. So this had to go with Heated. It's just so perfect. It matches the song so well. So that is Dolce & Gabbana's Dolce Garden. Now the next song is Thick, which is also a favorite. Dang, you know what, I just like this whole album. Yeah, but Thick is also a favorite because I relate. So with Thick, obviously I had to go with a very thick fragrance, and that is Lancome's La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. Look at that diamond, y'all. This is just, I'm trying to like show it so you can really see how pretty this bottle is. What a gorgeous bottle. So the original version of this fragrance has an incense note. I honestly can't remember if they kept it in for this flanker, but something in there is really grounding it and making it heavy. But it is a strawberry, like vanilla type of fragrance. Somewhere in there it does kind of have like an incense undertone. So it's like, you know how incense form like that thick smoke in the air, but it smells so good, but the air is just thick. That's what this is. It makes the air very thick. It is a thick fragrance, and it just seems to go so perfect. This is just a great one when you want to go out and have fun, and like want your scent to last you out the night, want it to be pretty heavy and dense. You're just in one of those moods. You want to give off that vibe where you have a very seductive fragrance lingering around you. This is perfect for that. So the heaviness of it just went so perfectly with the song Thick. So that is Lancome's La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. So the next song is All Up in Your Mind, and I had to go with a fragrance that gets stuck. Okay, when I wear this, people be stuck on it, and that is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One Intense. This is also one of my most favorite fragrances, and it's just such a beautifully blended white floral fragrance that is sweet, heavy, and so memorable. Honestly, it's one of the most memorable fragrances I've gotten in my collection a long time. Most of my fragrances are nice and are unique and do serve a purpose, but this one is one that turns heads. It's one that has people following me and asking me, what is that? I had somebody go find a pen and paper because they were at work and have me write down the name of what this was when they smelled it on me, because like this is one that sticks with you. It is one that will definitely get you remembered because it's not a fragrance that you come across all the time. It is just such a pleasant, like strong, sensual, and seductive fragrance. It is truly one of the most sexy fragrances I have in my collection. This is one that I kind of save for special occasions. Like I only bust this out every so often. Like, you know, after I wore it that one time and I got so many like compliments and such a positive response, I was like, oh yeah, this is that one. This is that one that will be busted out for special occasions because it's a head turner. You are gonna be remembered for this fragrance. It does not leave you. Absolutely love this fragrance. Highly recommend checking it out because y'all, this one definitely I'm never leaving this out of my collection. I just don't see myself on some lifetime type you know, like, okay. So that is Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One Intense. So the next song is America Has a Problem, and in that song Beyonce references getting high. Love don't get no higher than this. So as I was thinking about like what fragrance could kind of go with this, I just had to go with a fragrance that just kind of reminds me of something that gives me like a head high, and that is Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, Superdose. It's a single note fragrance, and the only note in it is ambroxan, also known as Cetilox, but it essentially is a chemical replica of the natural fragrance ambergris, which is a musk scent that comes from whales. But you know, we love the animals out here, so I'm here for the synthetic version. But something about this is almost gasoline-y. It doesn't smell like gasoline, but it kind of gives you that like rush to your head, kind of how gasoline does. Now honestly, ambroxan is not for everybody. This is a very strong scent. It is a very, like, you know, in your face type of fragrance, and that's what I think of when I think of, like, you know, high up, high in the air. It's very aldehydic, sunny, all of that stuff. But honestly, like I said, it's not for everybody. My mom can't stand when I wear this, like literally will leave the room like, what is that? And honestly, all my perfumes with ambroxan get that same response from her. So ambroxan, I'm just warning you now, it's real potent. But that's what Beyonce's talking about. This love high is real potent. It don't get higher than that. It don't get higher than that, and it doesn't get more potent than this. It is a beautiful fragrance for those who like smells that are a little different, a little like strange in a way, that are hard to put your finger on, but something about it you like. But also just be aware. Just be aware, it is a fragrance that kind of gives you that rush, that rush to your head when you smell it. So that is Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, Superdose. So the next song is Pure Honey, and immediately the first thing that came to mind was this sweet bubblegummy tuberose fragrance that is Giorgio Armani's My Way Intense. So the original My Way is a beautiful fragrance. I think a lot of people like it. It's super crowd pleasing, but I wanted something a little deeper, a little heavier, and a little sweeter. So this is very similar to the original if you've smelt it, but it is very sweet, heavy on the bubblegummy tuberose, and also just like a blast of fragrance. When you spray it, it projects way more than the original. It's a lot stronger than the original, and it is one of the sweetest fragrances in my collection. And as an aside, what I really liked about getting the intense version was that the original version is pretty much a brighter version of the intense one. So if you want a brighter, less sweet, less like projecting super sweetness out there into people's faces, you could mix this with a fresh fragrance, specifically one that has bergamot or some sort of bright citrus in it, to really bring it up and make it just a little bit brighter. And I've done that and essentially gotten the same result as the original. So this is a great one for those who love sweet fragrances, like sweet, not cloying, but very sweet fragrances. For my sweet girlies, Giorgio Armani's My Way Intense is a great pickup. Last but not least, we have Summer Renaissance, and it just ends the album on a high note, a very summery note. And for that, I chose Mus Noir by Narciso Rodriguez, and this just matched the vibe. It's a fragrance that gives you depth like the album did. Like, it gave you depth, like it gave you lyrics, it gave you fun, it really gave you a journey. Like the transitions, so smooth. It really gave you a journey through the album, and that's exactly what this fragrance does. From the top note of the plum to the middle note of that heliotrope, all the way down to the base note of that sway, it just gives you a journey, and it just ends on an overall summery, light and airy type of fragrance. And that just reminded me so much of Summer Renaissance. So this just seemed like the perfect fit to end it all on, to really go with the song and to really replicate the journey that you went on for Renaissance, and get to that very end where it's like it all just came together so beautifully, transitioned so beautifully, and ended off on a high note. So that is Mus Noir by Narciso Rodriguez, y'all. I really enjoy this one. So yeah, y'all, that is all the perfumes that I have that remind me of Renaissance, to match the themes, to match the songs, to give you the vibes, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what your song and fragrance combination would be for any one of these songs that you enjoy on this album, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because subscribe, okay? Subscribe. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.